drills underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. Ryan Tannehill will be orchestrating the offense, the top 10 pick back in 2012.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly, but they're letting down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, but as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores, and you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
2nd and 5 now. Tannehill. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Fletcher Cox coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short. A gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Loss of 6 yards.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
38-yard line.
Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see there that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
At the 40-yard line.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis, and it's third down.
Brings up third down and 8 yards.
Here's Tannehill. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
At their own 38.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And you can see it's no race for the top spot. That's been decided. These guys will hope to get through Week 17 in one piece before they host a division round game in 2 weeks' time.
And I think that what they'll do is they'll be very selective about who plays in this game, all right? There's certain guys that maybe are starters, but maybe haven't played as much as other guys during the year. Maybe they still need their timing back. Other guys you're going to put in bubble wrap and put them on the sidelines and tell them we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not. And they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the for a Packer first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a first down carry by Jones. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Here's Tannehill. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, here's Tannehill. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 2-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And for a 2nd straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. Touchdown, Packers! A 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 20.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Britt. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Britt, open man. He's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Here's Swift. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Gain on the stop. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Number 40 on the
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
From the gun on 3rd down. Britt. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Zadarius Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This will be a 34-yard attempt.
34-yard attempt.
Is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
7. Lions.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
And you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
7-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's Tannehill. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Flushed out right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Ball carried by number 42.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Following the fumble recovery, Britt, that's going to be caught by Kirk. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, Swift. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off-play action. Britt. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again. Britt. Catch made here by Campbell. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here's Jones.
And 6.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Tannehill. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Uncorks one for Davis. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Looking to throw. Britt. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Tannehill. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On first down, Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Lions have recovered. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. To throw on second down. Britt. He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. Back to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, Britt Campbell making the catch. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On first and 10, Britt, quick hitter here, it's complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
4 yards.
He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Operating from the gun. Britt. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
And it's 4th down.
trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt.
No good.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. Mike Williams, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we get it back to our guys in the booth, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's been pretty good when he's had time. The issue is, as we see here, a lot of times he hasn't had the time.
And a lot of that in getting past it is attitude. How's he projecting? Is he showing that the other team is getting to him? Is he showing his guys up front that he's upset, that he's angry, or is he still encouraging? Because those guys, they've got to find a way to pick it up, and it always happens a little bit better if they feel like their quarterback's on their side.
So far, 5 sacks against him. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Britt. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Lions first down.
They'll run here with Moss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Britt
At the 41-yard line.
Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Swift. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Queen on the tackle.
They'll run with Moss. Down right around the 25. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. From the gun, Britt. And that is incomplete.
Britt's pass. Forced to the ground and incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
7. Lions 6.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
On the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 31.
From the 31, Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Jones stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Jones. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Now Tannehill. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They'll start with the option. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
23-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Britt. Open man is Kirk. Complete.
Britt's pass.
And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
The Lions.
Now a carry for Swift. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run a draw now with Moss. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Second and 11 now. From the gun, Britt. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
On first down, Britt. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Britt. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now Lutz for the field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through.
The kick is
and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7.
9. Packers 7.
All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you've got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals are great now or if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again to Jones. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over. Another shot now for this Lions offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Moss. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Britt. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. And Adams has it, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Tannehill. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And his throw here's incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Brings up a 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Tannehill's pass.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
They'll run on 1st down with Moss. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off play action. Britt. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Cox on the tackle.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Robert Tonyan, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
Don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is up to 5. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Charvarius Ward on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
From the gun, Britt. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
This is Jones. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
The ball carrier.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Roosevelt Nix, his 1st touchdown on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Point after here coming up. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So out now come the Lions. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing on 1st down. Britt. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Britt's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Off the play fake. Britt. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
complete.
The Lions on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there of playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. That is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
For Gabriel Davis, incomplete.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Here's Tannehill.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Jones on the carry. Tackled at the 25-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first. And now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. The give is to Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage.
Lions 9.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
So now the Lions down by 15. And time, a huge factor. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. On 1st and 10, Britt. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again, Britt.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And that will be incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way. We're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Makes this
A heck of a